Said the first time I laid eyes on you, I knew it was.
All right, welcome to the show. Kelly Brewer here. Got a good friend of mine, Kevin Adams. Known this guy for a long time. Good, salt of the earth dude. And we've jammed some in the back in the day and had a lot of fun. Kevin has come to share his story. What I want to hear or I want to see or what I'm interested in is more of the personal, like, through all these trials and tribulations, through the good times, the bad times, the women, the no women, the fighting, the drinking, and all this stuff. What was something that helped you survive it, or what was the thought? Was there a single thought or a single moment that sort of sparked you or turned you around or took you to the next level? Or because what I want people to see when they watch this is what can I learn from these guys? If I watch this guy, what am I going to learn? Listen to that. That'll help me in my progress. Is there something like? I like the question. What would you tell your 18-year-old self looking back?
Well, one thing is, and I'm glad you said that because, man, I learned a long time ago that, and this is just not a saying that you hear from everybody. It's a natural fact because whatever I had happen, no, I never become a star. No, I never got rich. But I got to do a lot of things on a level with country music because of determination
Yep.
and because I absolutely refused to fail. So I know I was doing it on a level. See, I just believe that you can make things happen, man. And you just gotta want it real bad and everything. And later on, I went on and I signed with I had a developmental deal with Arista Records. Man, I just knew I had it going on, because everybody else done signed. They was doing
Right,
good. I
right.
thought that I did real well. Tracy was doing a benefit downtown, Tracy Bird, and they were interviewing CMT outside behind his bus, and people were just gathered in a circle around him with the camera and stuff. And I walk up, and he sees me through there, and he says, "Hey, man, I need to talk. Go get on the bus." So I went and got on the bus and waited for him. When he did, first thing he said was, "Man, I hate to be the one to tell you this, because see, he was on MCA Records,
Oh yeah.
and so was George Strait.
Uh-oh.
So they knew everything that
Yeah.
everybody was doing, especially me being a Vider boy and Tracy being a Vider boy. So they was gonna make sure he knew.
Right.
And that's the first news I got of that. Tracy told me that Strait just cut it and he's gonna release it next month as a single. So my whole heart just
Yeah,
what I
right.
mean?
Yeah.
And I got aggravated
I
because we
bet.
put so much time and effort into this, and me keeping the bands together. And
Right.
oh God, it was hard. But so I got aggravated, and I said, "Man, I'm pissed to have to get me a job now that pays, you know what I mean, where I can get me a little retirement."
Right. Oh my gosh.
So I opened up my own plumbing company because I had my plumbing.
Right. I
license.
remember that.
And anyway, every time that I would go to the Opry, we had VIP passes every time, so I got to go in the back. And man, I go in the green room, and I remember this particular night right here. I was sitting there picking with Brad Paisley in the green room, me and him sitting on the couch, and Carrie Underwood was with us, and Randy Owen, Alabama, they come in there, man, and they just made me feel like I was one of the guys. We were all singing on acoustic guitars, and he was flirting with my girlfriend, old Randy Owen. You know what I mean? It was like he was hugging on her and all that. I was
Here
like,
we go.
man, don't make me whoop
Yeah,
you, boy.
come on now.
But anyway,
We friends, but we ain't that kind of friends.
well, I mean, we just met, but
I'm just
I
saying.
feel like I've known you all your life. You know what I mean? Because I always liked Alabama. They
Right.
were great.
Everybody loves Alabama.
But I think me and Brad spent most of the time sitting there talking about Tracy because him and Tracy Bird were really good friends, and that's about the time. You remember when Tracy quit singing for so long?
Yeah.
And he was asking me, where's
What
he
happened?
at? You tell that boy. So I pulled out my cell,
Really.
and I called Tracy and let him talk to him.
Yeah.
I don't know if it had something to do with it, but I like to think so. 'Cause
Right.
It wasn't long after that Tracy was back,
Really?
going again.
Made the connection. That's good.
Bill Anderson, just out of the blue, said that my friend Wayne Brayfield, which was one of my managers, had brought this Beaumont boy up here, and I was like, "Who?" And so I got to stand in the circle
Yeah.
and sing at the Grand Ole Opry.
Really?
That was my biggest dream,
Okay.
and I got to do it at that level, but yet didn't get rich or become a big star.
That guy almost got snatched from you there with that song.
I don't know, you know. Maybe it was God's will for me not to do that.
Right.
Maybe because at the time, I mean, and people that know me probably know that I just drank pretty good. But when you're in that music business like that, I mean, everybody does. We used to go for meetings downtown Nashville with record producers at 10 o'clock in the morning,
Drinking.
and they were drinking
Wow.
draft beer at Chili's downtown. That's where everybody get met, you know.
That's scary.
It is, but I mean, that was just part of it. So I
And
didn't think
that's
much of it.
tragic, you know. My experience has always been the alcohol and the drugs and everything has always just been right there. And if you're going to be part of that scene, you don't have to, I suppose,
Yeah.
but it's hard to say no.
Yeah, well, I always thought I sounded good when I drank, but Lord have mercy, I probably would have sounded a lot better if I wouldn't have.
And you know, that's funny. Me and John were talking about that the other day, and had the exact same came to the exact same conclusion.
Yeah, I had a good time with it, but I want to tell everybody that any young person that's coming up, you know, thinking about being a musician this day and time, I would hate to be trying to make it today.
Oh, man, yeah.
But anybody that's don't get discouraged and all. Just, hey man, load up, go. If you want to be a singer, go to Nashville. I'm
go.
not saying move. I'm saying just go up there more than one time and just mingle around there and sing everywhere you can, enter everything you can. You know, be a pest.
A pest, okay.
You know what I mean? But just don't give up on it, because you can do anything you want to do. I mean,
The Vida, I find that interesting that the Vida aura, you know, sort of went with you and how people are drawn to that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty amazing. Just a little old town.
oh, our Beaumont and Vida name up there on the street.
Oh, yeah.
Man, I mean, I got to see that it really does happen. And then, you know, us from being from this area and seeing Tracy and them getting, I mean, I went and seen Tracy Bird, you know, not long ago at 5 and Under.
Yeah.
He played outside.
Oh, yeah.
Man, let me tell you, that boy right there is better than he ever was.
Really?
Man. Old Pawpaw's good.
Pawpaw, huh? He's got a little seasoning in him.
I love old
by
Tracy
now.
Bird, man.
All right. Well, that's actually a good, encouraging word, you know. Just go for it.
And, man, just don't give up. And, you know, I know you hear this a lot, but, you know, don't leave God out of it either, because it's man, I think maybe I tried to do it without him because I thought maybe I was doing wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I see, yeah.
Because of the way that I was raised.
Wow.
And I'm not saying that you know, that it's wrong to sing country music, but I'm just saying that it's the way you live your life.
That's right.
And that kind of life is kind of hard to be you know, you got to go places and sing places
right.
that really a Christian shouldn't be, probably. Yeah, my mom was always, you know, you're going to come sing for the Lord. You need to sing for the Lord. You need to sing gospel music.
Pulling you back. He's pulling. Well, that worked. Maybe that saved you.
That's
That
why
could
I'm
have.
still alive, probably.
I was gonna say, you know, she may have saved your life.
And that may be why I didn't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think about all that stuff because maybe I would have took a different route. Maybe I'd have drank myself to death. You know what I mean?
Well, you know what I see is that you have your joy. You've retained that.
Yeah.
And that is a big deal. You know, a lot of guys as they get older, they kind of sour or they go bitter, you know.
Well, I always wanted my grandkids.
I don't sense that in you. I see joy. All right, so that sounds like we're wrapping up. Kevin Adams, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you for having me here. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, and I appreciate you coming. And, well, that's it. Appreciate it. Peace. That's good.